Okay, so it is about 8 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up like 15 minutes ago, and I have some coffee brewing, and I have a huge pile of laundry to contend with on a chair in the dining room, because last night I realized late at night that I had never washed a t-shirt for my husband for work, so I had to do laundry late at night. So then I was digging through the dryer at like midnight, and I just kind of threw the rest of the clothes onto the chair, so it's just time to get those folded right now. So there's my laundry pile that I have to fold, and Kenzie decided just now that she's going to sit down on it, be queen of the laundry. Are you going to help me fold it? You going to help me? No, I think you're just going to get up. Okay, yeah, isn't that nice? So London just woke up, and she already decided that she's going to do her math. So I wouldn't want to do math as soon as I woke up, but Ireland just woke up too. You gonna say hi, Ireland? They're all just like, leave me alone. And Luke and Bailey are just sitting here watching the Hulk. Yeah, and as you can see, we have not done any of our straightening up yet today. So that's going to be coming shortly. Okay, so now I'm just sitting down. I'm having some toast and coffee, and that's all the kids had too. And they're not even... Hold on one second. They're not even big breakfast eaters. I usually just kind of lay a big plate with lots of toast on it, and the kids will usually just grab it and nibble on it. And that's how I was as a kid. I never really wanted to eat breakfast. I remember every morning before school I had a stomach ache. I just literally could not eat. So anyway, we just have very light breakfast usually, unless it's a holiday. And of course, I've got my big cup of coffee. My mom got me this mug. This mug is gigantic. And that is exactly how I feel. You see how it's like low battery? That is how I feel much of the time. Okay, so right now we are straightening up. It's 9:30, and that's the time that we straighten up every single morning before we start school, just so that things are a little bit more organized. Bailey, holy cow, you're like... Okay, so anyway, Bailey's trying to help me get set up, and he's like blinding us. Anyway, so 9:30 is usually when we do our quick straighten up, because I just can't focus on doing school with the kids if the house is in shambles. And you know, one of the things that I will say is that a lot of people ask me for ideas on like how to keep your house clean while homeschooling and everything. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have tips that I can share with you, but if you want an immaculately clean house, I am not the person to ask, because there are actually several reasons. The first reason is that we have 11 people in our house, and our house is tiny. We are literally bursting at the seams. So even if I had I don't have a place to put everything that we own. We're kind of like jammed in here like sardines in a can. So that's the first reason. The second reason is because we are living here. You know, I know that there are a lot of people who have rules where their kids cannot bring anything out of their bedroom or out of their playroom. And with us, it's kind of like life just spills all throughout the house. So very often someone will come and visit our house, and they will probably think that we have never straightened up in our lives, when the fact is that we do it 3 times a day. It's just that it only lasts for like an hour or so, and then it's back to normal again. So yeah, so throughout this video today, I will explain to you how we do things. But again, if you want a spotless house, first of all, I think that's not always conducive to like, it doesn't work well with homeschooling, at least not when you have a bunch of kids like I do. But one of the things that I can say is just to do a quick pickup every morning before school starts, and that really does help you to feel better. I also wanted to say before we get started that we are right now working on a Little House Christmas Treasury unit study. My littles and middles are actually working together with that. And so our call to homeschool song is going to be a Christmas song. So I know that there are always people who will say, why are you doing Christmas? It's not even Thanksgiving yet. And yeah, I've heard that a lot. And here's the thing. I love Thanksgiving, and it's not a holiday that I skip over. I know that a lot of people do, like Halloween ends and people already have up their Christmas lights, but I'm not, you know, I'm not one of those people who completely skips Thanksgiving. The reason that we are doing a Christmas unit study in November is because next week is our last week of school. Bless you. Next week is our last week of school before we take our Thanksgiving Christmas break, and we won't be coming back until after New Year's. So last year we did learn about the Pilgrims and Thanksgiving for well over a month. So this year our focus is on Christmas because we didn't get to do it last year, and we won't be doing school in December. We'll be off. So that's why we do it. So if you have any questions about why are you learning about Christmas in November, that's why. So anyway, I'm gonna go help the kids straighten up, and I'll see you soon. Call the morning song. I'm surprised most of the kids are actually still just sitting and playing. They're usually dancing around. Okay, so we just got done doing our devotions together and reading through the Bible. And typically during this unit study, we would be reading from Little House Christmas Treasury. But since we are still doing activities that are from the story that we read yesterday in the book, today I decided that I'm going to read a book about Thanksgiving just because Thanksgiving is coming up soon. So this is actually going to be our read aloud today, is Feast. This is the Feast, actually. This is the Feast today. And the reason that we're reading this doesn't have anything to do with our unit study. It's just because Thanksgiving is coming up in 2 weeks, and we don't have anything to read for Little House today. This is the Mayflower, sturdy and strong. Her sails skim the skies as she journeys along. The pilgrims down on their knees, seasick and frightened on rough rolling seas. These are the storms and the battering gales, crashing the... Okay, so now we just got done talking about something that we read in the Little House Christmas Treasury yesterday. We read the story from Farmer Boy, the Christmas story from Farmer Boy. And in that story, they were just listing all the things that he had to do to help out, to help clean and get ready for a company on that day. So we started talking about chores and about what sorts of things my kids have to do versus what sorts of things the Wilder kids had to do. My cat is hissing at my daughter right there. Bella's a meanie.
I spell kitchen.
K-I-T.
K-I-T.
C-H-E-N. Yeah.
Mama, how do we spell living room?
How do we spell living room? Ah! A whole bucket of books just fell. Are you okay, Summer? Did it land on you?
Yeah.
Okay, living room is L-I-V-I-N-G. Do you remember G? You get it? Good. Now, there's another, there you leave a space because it's a new word. It's room. R-O-O-M.
Oh, what else chore do we have to do?
Well, you have to remember about what chores you do.
Oh, bottom the steps.
Yeah, so write down all. You do help with that sometimes, so you can write that down.
How do we spell it?
My chore is the
Bottom of the steps?
Yeah.
Well, okay, but sometimes she's done it already, so she can write it down.
Bottom.
B-O.
CT.
So that's all we're working on right now. And I'm doing this, hold on a second, I'm doing this so that they can learn to appreciate the things that they have and so that they can understand that, you know, they have it pretty easy. So that's our activity for right now. So now they just got finished with their little chore list notebooking page. And what I'm having them do now is, I don't know if you can see that on there, they are drawing a picture of what they think Eliza Jane, Almanzo's sister, might have looked like in a hoop skirt. And first, they had to look up and find out what a hoop skirt actually is. So that's what they're working on right now. I All right, Luke finished his drawing and he finished his chore list. So now he's doing his CTC math. Ireland is down here on the floor working on her spelling and her cursive and her math. And yeah, my kids choose to sit on the floor all the time. I don't know why. They would rather sit on the floor to do their work than at the table. So whatever floats their boat. London is using a glove to make clothing for, what is that for? An LOL doll?
Yeah, because look at
For her sister.
Yeah, and if I find like any clothes then I still love this.
My cat is always sleeping on the table
Yes,
or getting into trouble. Is this Bella here?
Yeah.
Yes. This is the one that if you watch my other videos, she's always shaking the table because she jumps up there every time I do a video. Bailey is still working on his hoop skirt drawing. Oh, very cute. See, ingenuity. That's what I love about interest-led learning.
How about you?
London, did you actually finish all of your other stuff?
Yeah, I did it this morning.
You did your cursive?
Yeah.
And your spelling and silent reading and math?
Yeah, not my silent reading yet.
But you should make it
Okay, well don't forget to do that.
Lenny, cut it. Cut it in half.
There's Summer. Summer, are you still working on your hoop skirt? Yeah. See, these are my flowers that my husband got me for our anniversary last week. They're not lasting, but it was nice. See, there's 2 dozen of them. There's some there and some over there. I'm gonna have to throw them out soon. So sad. Okay, Summer's showing me her picture of Eliza Jane wearing a hoop skirt. You did a good job. Oh, you made one for Summer too?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Okay.
Look at that. You see what you can use a rubber glove for? You can make LOL doll clothing. London, that was really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can also make it on Barbie dolls still.
Barbie doll clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could actually. I would have never thought of that as a kid. I had no creativity when it came to that stuff. Do you like that, Summer? Ireland, are you okay down there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
That's okay. Okay, now Bailey is doing his math. Your book? Well, where did you put it yesterday? Are you doing your cursive? What letter are you doing? W's? Yeah. Did any of you watch the video that I did a few weeks ago where I actually cleaned out the art cabinet? Yeah, that's what it looks like now again. It's getting to be about that time where our cabinet's got to be cleaned and organized again because it's just in shambles. Did you figure out how to make the W? No? Let me come over and help you.
But she's white.
Ireland has decided to move to the table to do her math now because her neck was hurting her. Kaylin's sitting here drawing and singing. So now our little talk that we had about the chores that Almanzo Wilder had to do made my kids want to help out today by cleaning up the dining room. So, hey, I am definitely not going to complain about that.
Wait, that's a book.
Yeah. What's this one?
Oh.
Okay. Read this word.
Oh.
Good. Read these words to me.
Move.
Please don't eat while you're reading me the words. Ready?
Same. Gave.
Not gave.
Give. Snacks.
Is that snacks? Sounds it out. Sacks, not snacks. No more eating pretzels until we're done with this.
No.
Okay, ready?
Rocks. Yeah. Dog. Oh no. Mommy, I need your help.
Well, do you remember how to do it that way? If you need to, you can just write it so that it's up and down like those. Or you can just add what's in the ones column first and then what's in the tens column. So why don't you add the ones column? We'll start with the ones column though. No. The ones column here and the ones column here. Okay. So now, oh wait, hold on. What did you write there? Well, why did you cross it out? You need to make it a nice 3. Okay. Now here we have 3 plus 1. So that's plus. That means you're adding more. So you take 3 pretzels.
3 pretzels.
Okay. And now you're going to add 1 more. How many do you have now?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good. Good job. Okay, so it's 12:30 now, so it's time for us to take our lunch break. We started school around 10, and that's what we usually do. We usually go from 10 to 12:30. I got pretty much everybody finished. I just have to do reading with Kenzie, my 5-year-old, after lunch. But what's going to happen now is I'm going to go out and I'm going to make lunch, probably noodles for lunch, just because that's our day before grocery shopping lunch. Like, it happens every week. We always run out of food by the time we get to the time that it's time to go food shopping again. So we usually end up having like noodles or something really simple for lunch. So that's what we're having today. And then after that, at 1 o'clock, we are going to do our chores, which chores are a little different than our morning straightening up time. In the morning, we just straighten up the living room, dining room, and kitchen. But at chore time, each child has their own specific chores that they have to do. You know, like one child does the dining room, and one child does the kitchen, and one does the dishes, and one dries the dishes, and then the 2 bathrooms, and combined with the hallways and everything. So that's what we will be doing at 1 o'clock, because my husband usually comes home from work around 1:50. I can hear my kids upstairs right now. They sound like a stampede. It's so loud. So anyway, I'm gonna go make lunch. So Luke told me, yeah, as you can see, even though we straightened up, living room is back to normal. This is what I was talking about in the beginning of the video. But anyway, Luke is making invitations for his siblings. He says that he's going to invite them to a Christmas movie later on today. Are you going to watch it in my room, or where are you going to watch it at?
Maybe in the room, because it's going to be quiet up there.
Yeah.
So you can do your stuff.
Yeah. He said that he's going to give me some quiet time by inviting the kids to watch a Christmas movie. So they're probably going to watch it in my room.
It's going to be after I'm done with this. I'm trying to say yes, because they're all just walking around doing nothing.
Well, no, they're playing right now.
Well,
so
they're upstairs talking to each other. And
well, I would wait though, because Kenzie has to finish her reading after Dad gets home, and don't forget, you guys have chores at 1 o'clock. So, ha ha ha.
What? What? What?
Maybe it's a surprise, Kenzie. Kaylin's using plaster of Paris. She's making something.
Summers. Oh my gosh, I love the summers on part of it. I can't look out. I'm going to eat that right now.
Not Kaylin. Summer. Sorry, did I just step on you, Kaylin? Yes, I did. Summer's in the living room. She just put a bathing suit on for some reason. It's November and Summer has a bathing suit on. So she just said...
That's too small for her.
Yeah, I can see that.
I see you guys. Hi.
Okay, now she has her underwear on top of it. That is
Hi,
just
guys.
great.
Hi guys, I can see you. Oh wait, now I can't.
Okay. Yeah.
Now she's walking
As you can
outside.
see back there, there's all the plastic that's waiting to get put on our windows because our house is so drafty. Our house.
Guys, follow me on Monster Luke.
Oh, yep. He has to advertise his channel.
I don't even have 50 followers yet.
Followers?
Yeah.
Eat nice.
I'm a boy.
So now we are done with school for the day. I just posted reading with Kenzie. We had lunch. My husband's home from work now. That's how I have the truck. And I'm going to pick my mother up because it's election day. So I'm taking her so we can go vote because she's 83. She doesn't drive anymore. So I'm going to go pick her up so that we can do that together. And we'll see how long it takes. A lot of times when I pick my mom up, it ends up being like a 3-hour excursion. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping to be able to get done at a decent time or get home at a decent time so that I can actually make dinner and not have to rush. So we'll see. Okay, so I was right. We were gone quite a while because we went to some other places besides voting. We left at 2:30 and it is now 5 o'clock. So my mom had to run a few errands. So now I'm gonna have to go home and make supper. Kaylin, film the sky because you guys have to see the color of the sky here. It is just like so weird. You can't even like really see it right in the camera, but it's orange. It's literally orange. It's pretty but weird at the same time.
Let's sit here for a while, look at it.
What?
Let's sit here for a while, look at it.
What? Oh, you just wait. I'm making supper right now. Can you please close the fridge?
Oh, my foot hurts.
I know. I'm sorry I stepped on it. That was an accident.
Why am I doing?
Why don't you go color in your coloring book?
I'll be doing what you can.
You're gonna. All right, so that was as close as I could get to a day in the life vlog because once I took my mom to go voting and we like left for the day, I was like so far behind on everything else that I completely forgot about vlogging the rest, which it really wasn't all that exciting anyway. We did some chores at 6 o'clock again after supper, and everyone is just kind of getting ready for bed now, and I'm getting ready to do my blog work and to get this video all edited for you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good night.